Welcome back to another component design video, and today we're going to have a short one. We're going to build this and we're going to implement the search input so that when you type inside it, it can filter, and when there are no results, then it shows this on the UI. So to begin, what I've done is I've already created a React Vite application and I've called it apps website, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my code editor inside here. And as it opens up, I want to mention that if you want access to the code that we're going to write in this video, simply go into my GitHub repository. This is the repository that we are going to be using, and the one that we're building in this video is called apps website. Back inside VS Code, we can go ahead and say npm dev, and this is going to start our dev server on localhost 5173, and it's going to reload into the default Vite application. So first things first, let's go ahead and install Tailwind CSS. So npm install Tailwind CSS, and then add Tailwind CSS/Vite. And then as that is installing, let's jump into the Vite config, and then let's import Tailwind CSS from @Tailwind CSS/Vite. And then right here, let's remember to call Tailwind CSS like that. Save that, and then inside the source folder, we can delete the assets and the app.css. We don't need those two files. And then inside the app.jsx, and actually let's jump into the index.css first of all. Let's remove everything and say @import and type @import Tailwind CSS, and then on the body let's apply a bg blue of 100, just like that. We can save that, and now that this has finished installing, we can rerun our dev server, and that should reload right there. So we need to fix something in the app.jsx. We can simply remove everything, and then let's go ahead and import the use state hook from React, and then export export default function app, and then let's just return a div that says app. Save that, and you should see app on the screen. Let's now place this to the right and this to the left so that we can build side by side. And actually, before we do that, I want to go ahead and grab an array of objects. So basically some state inside the apps website, inside the source folder, and then the app.jsx. Let's grab this state so that we don't have to type it out. So up to there, and then let's just paste it inside, because this is going to help us with the cards that we're rendering on the screen. So it is an array of objects, and each object has a title, a description, a button, and then a color. So let's shrink this down, and then let's continue building. So we're going to get the query and set query. This is going to be equal to use state, and by default it is going to be an empty string. And then I'm going to say const filtered cards is equal to cards dot filter, and then for every card that we get back, then we want to go ahead and open up our backticks, and then $sign curly bracket. We are checking in the title as well as in the card description, and then we want to say .to lowercase like that, and then .includes, and then pass in the query .to lowercase, because the query is what is going to be inside our input. And then we can return a div here with a class name of maxwidth-4xl, mxauto, flex, item center, justify center, and then mean height of screen. And then inside this div, we're going to have another div with a class name of bg white with -full padding all round of 8, border -4, and border -black, rounded -2xl, and space on the y of 6. Inside this div, we're going to have an h1 with a class name of font-bold, text-2xl, and text-center. And then inside this, we're going to say search for statistics. Now below the h1, and I think I have autosave on, so that's why when I type inside here, it immediately previews it on the right. Now below the h1, we're going to have an input. This input is going to be a type of text with a placeholder that says enter any keyword, and then the value for this is going to be equal to query, which is our state value. And then when we type inside it, we're going to have an on change, and we're going to say set query into e.target value, and then the class name for this is going to say mxauto, and then block, and then width dash 1/2, and then border and border dash gray dash 200, rounded dash large, and then padding all round of 4. Is the border working? Let's remove the border gray 200. Okay, let's just have it as border. Now below the input, we're going to have a div with a class name of grid, and then a gap of 6, and then on small screens and above, we're going to say grid columns dash 2, and then on medium screens and above, grid columns dash 3. Inside here, we are now going to map over our filtered cards. So filtered cards dot map, and then for every card that we get back, we also want to get back the index, and we're going to return a div with a key of index with a class name which is dynamic. So $, what is it? Curly brackets and then backticks and then $ curly bracket. We want to attach the card dot color on this, and then outside of this, we want to attach the padding all round of 6, space on the Y of 6, rounded dash large, and then border. And then we can close this out, close out the div. Now inside this div, we're going to have an h2 with the class name of text-xl. This is going to say the card.title. You can see that everything is coming along very, very nicely. Below the h2, we're going to have a paragraph with the class name of text-sm. This is going to say the card.description. And then below the paragraph, we're going to have a button. The button is going to have a class name of text-sm, and then padding on the x of 4, padding on the y of 2, and then it's going to have a border and then rounded dash full, and this is going to say card.button, just like that. Now we can already type inside here, but you'll notice that if we search for something that doesn't exist, then the UI just turns blank. So what we want to do is we want to show some part of the UI when something does not exist. So we're going to go below this div right here, and you want to check for filtered cards.length if it is triple equal to 0, and only when that is true, that's when you want to render a paragraph here with a class name of text-center and text gray that's 500, and this is going to say no results found. So I can save that, and then now if I type inside here something that doesn't exist, then you have this on the UI, and then when I maximize this, it looks like that. Fantastic. So I think I'm just missing the white color here. BG white is supposed to be on this div. Oh, I misspelled it right here. And there we go. Fantastic. Now one more thing that we can change is simply the title. So we can jump into the index.html, change this into apps website, save that, and it updates the document title. And so that is going to be the end of this particular component. And once again, if you want access to the code that we've written, simply go into my GitHub repository, or rather my GitHub profile. The repository is called UI Design Components, and what we've just built is called Apps Website right there. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.